Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. I am Koibu, and I'll be your DM for the evening. We've got two characters in Berkshire, and they're probably up to no good. But first, why don't we check out... Does that mean you're up to something good?
Yeah, I'm up to something good. I'm teaching
sure?
the kobolds how to speak common. I've got teaching classes because it's my responsibility to teach these kobolds common.
Teaching to the underprivileged. That is a noble calling.
Mm-hmm.
Surely no ill will come of this. Certainly you won't grow so irritated with these kobolds that you behead them. That definitely isn't going to happen. Let me do a willpower
check to see how I'm feeling. I'm going okay today.
Make it. Okay. They'll make it through today somehow. So why don't we walk around the table and introduce our players and our characters. Will, who are you and who are you playing today?
Yeah, well, my name's Will, if you didn't, get that the first time. And then I'm playing Mello. He's just, he's an elf. He just came down here to the humans to see what they're up to, see why they can't do things, He's got a lot of time on his hands. He's just getting started,
Nice.
Many years ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're chilling.
And James, who are you and who are you playing?
All right, I'm McTacky. I'm administrator on the Koibu wiki and miscellaneous other stuff. And I'm playing Jacques Lawbringer, paladin of Mathis Safa, the gods of knowledge and wisdom. I'm here to spread the word of knowledge and wisdom and their name change that happened recently out of canon. But in canon, their names have always been this way. And I'm on standby in case they give me a holy order of some kind.
So we are going to start off today in Shenanigans. Where would the two of you like to be seated today?
Oh, man.
What was your token?
Fantastic question. I don't know.
I could just sit with the tables in the middle, but anywhere's fine.
Well, you guys are the only two people in the tavern today, aside from Desmond and Borsch. And I think we got a kobold or two laying around as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess we can just be chilling here in the middle. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Just grab it at a table. Yeah. So, have the name change of my gods reached the Elven lands yet?
I don't know. I'm not there. You'd have to ask them.
I was just wondering if it happened before you left.
I can't say if it did or didn't. Don't really remember. It was a long time ago.
You've been gone from the Elven lands for a while.
I guess. I don't know. It might be a long time for a human. What is it, like a week? Because that's a long time for y'all, right?
Very droll. Let me work on this lesson plan. Working on a lesson plan for kobolds. So it's really, really basic stuff.
Why would you waste your time teaching them this?
They're my responsibility. I had to agree to it.
You agreed to teach kobolds? A paladin agreed to teach kobolds how to speak?
Common, yes. To be better members of society.
You humans are very funny. I don't understand you at all. Makes no sense to me.
Isn't it better to be able to communicate with one another? I mean, you speak the human tongue.
I'm very much questioning it, yes.
Yep. Not much going on.
No. I'm just working on my lesson plan.
Yeah. The kobolds
I'm not
are
understanding.
fighting in the backyard over a scrap of a, fallen leaf. Desmond sits at the table, cheeks in his hands, looking out across the empty room. And he calls out to you guys, Hey, where's everybody?
They're probably doing something cool.
What about you, Elf? You got any good stories?
Oh man, so many great stories. The other night, I thought I heard a kobold talking, and then today I'm talking to this paladin. He says he's teaching it to him. I haven't heard anything crazier in my life.
That's some pretty crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You're trying to teach kobolds? Yeah, we've got a whole pack of them.
Yeah.
But you don't try to teach them to talk, right?
Oh, why would I try to teach them to talk? Right? They're
That's what I'm
kobolds.
saying.
Well, so they can,
Right?
you
Like, you don't want your dog
around.
to talk to you. I mean, it's one of those things. They just don't need to ever talk, right?
If they can't
Yeah.
understand you, how do you order them around?
You just yell and point like a dog.
Yeah. Point, snap, they get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
look.
think my way's more effective in the long run.
Yeah, sure. I just don't have the patience for it, really. Kobolds, chitter chatter. God, why doesn't anything interesting happen anymore? Desmond moans.
I don't know. Everyone just seems to be really calm and tranquil. Really just chilled out. But maybe it's just because this building blows people up when they do stuff crazy in here, you know? It's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm. What the hell's that? He says, kind of looking out the window, and
look.
steps out from behind the bar and takes a step towards the doorway.
I glance out the window. Do I see anything?
Make me a perception check.
26.
Yeah. There's something weird going on outside. It looks like there's ash falling from the sky.
I go out there to investigate this ash falling from the sky. Is that the
Yeah.
front door?
Yeah, Desmond goes out, from behind the bar out towards the front door, steps outside. As you come out, you see that it is not quite ash, it's snow. Desmond's looking around. The hell is this shit? It is way
it
too
snow?
early to be cold.
Is it snow in this climate?
Not in October.
Oh, it's October. Thank you.
Well, I mean, obviously it does.
Oh, magically it might be
suppose.
occurring.
No way. Is it magic? I don't know. I squint my eyes and look around.
Like puts out some hands and catches some snowflakes. When you say you squint your eyes and look around, you have like a chance to detect magic innately, don't you?
I do.
What's your chance?
Let's look. I don't remember what I put it as, but I wrote myself a bunch of notes. 45%.
Well, it's not. Okay, yeah. You don't notice any magic. You rolled a 93.
Okay, cool. See, it doesn't look magical. It's just snowing. It's early.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I
Desmond
guess I give
furrows
the
his
kobold a
brow.
snow day. I'll give the
I
kobold
don't-
a snow day.
Yeah. This doesn't bode well.
Well,
He yells inside the bar, "Borsh, hold down the fort for a minute. I gotta go get my big sword." And
Oh, that bad?
it's snowing. You know? It's terrible.
Is it your...
I mean, it's just cold, right? Nothing else crazy happens when it gets cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my big sword. And he heads off jogging through town to the west towards his house, leaving the two of you and Borsh.
All right.
Borsh pokes his head out of the kitchen and is like, "Is Desmond afraid of the cold again?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran off real quick.
Man's never spent a night out in the snow buck naked before. Let me tell you.
Well, why not? Why is he so afraid of the cold?
Borsh shrugs. You know humans. They're kind of little bitches when it comes to climate.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah, I'm talking to you
Understand.
too, Paladin.
yeah. I can't argue with you. We've got a bad endothermic circulation.
Yeah, your blood's weak. Yeah.
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 Thin-skinned.
Yeah. Thin skin, weak blood. It's classic human.
Classic.
Wait, you think humans have worse circulation than elves?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our bodies hang along for a long time. We have like 1,000 years or so. Y'all
Well,
are
you
like
hang on
100
for a long
max.
time, but you live in one temperate climate the whole time.
It sounds smart to me.
Can I do a history check to see if I know any historical events of snow falling in October?
Yeah. Do you have a local
I've got
history proficiency?
local, and ancient.
Well, local's what we need.
Yeah. Past 24.
24. Let's see. There have been, the very occasional little tiny light flutter of snow in late October. But there's not really any large snowfalls except for those mysterious moments that have involved like catastrophic changes, like a white dragon shows up in town or some wizard is trying to like freeze over Shenanigans in order to do blah blah blah, or
the winter under the floorboards.
yeah. There have been a couple of catastrophic surprise winters, and then like the occasional very gentle flutter.
But it's not linked with any event that would make Desmond nervous that I'm aware of.
No, not that you're aware of.
So how heavy is it snowing? Just a little bit?
Well, it's coming down quite a lot. I guess it depends if it's going to keep up or if it's going to abate. What do you think the chances of it abating are?
0.
Without player intervention.
I think 0.
It's a good call. Boys,
I'm
can I get a hot cider? It seems like we're going to be here a while.
Oh, yeah. I love the hot cider.
Perfect.
Now, does anyone have a fire sword so we can just melt snow if we get stuck somewhere?
I just got a lot of swords. But he's going for the big one right now.
But any in Shenanigans storage?
Or shrugs. Although he's probably in the
enough.
kitchen, so I don't know if you can see the shrug. But he attempts to,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to come back with his big sword. He's got to have an idea when he gets back, right? I mean,
No, Desmond's just going to have the big sword and do nothing.
What sort? You'd think he would just get a sword and do nothing with it?
Yes, that's all he ever does. Oh, and being rude to his patrons.
Yeah. Desmond's not what I would call the most hospitable host,
I mean, yeah.
I'll head back. I'll sit at the bar.
All right. You sit at the bar. Borsch brings you out some nice warm cider. Goes back into the kitchen, steps back out and goes, "Oi, lads.
Yeah.
I need to make... We're out of cider. We weren't expecting snow so early. I'm going to run down to the bar and get some cider."
All right.
He looks around. "Don't burn the place down while I'm gone."
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But-
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He shrugs and heads out, leaving the two of you in Shenanigans alone.
All right.
Well, at least there's not a whole bunch of kobolds running around. It's good to see.
Yeah. Well, if they try to do damage, they die. It helps. It's thinned out their numbers a little. I started off with 5. I think I've only got 4 now. Either you left or you tried to do something stupid with Shenanigans, and the others have learned from it. I can't remember.
Yeah, they
So
all
you
kind of
spend
look
all
alike.
this time?
They've got
Yeah.
similar coloring. They're all
Yeah.
like piled in the little keep outside.
Hmm.
Easy to miscount them.
Yeah.
So you spend all this time trying to teach them to talk just to let them die. This makes no sense whatsoever.
I give them knowledge.
You
It's what
amaze
they
me.
do with it is what they do with it.
Well, maybe they could learn some more knowledge, like how to not die. I feel like that'd be more useful than learning to talk.
I told them, if you damage the bar, you die. And he said, like this?
Well, if you tell them, then why, like...
Because they're
Makes no
stupid.
sense. But did they really learn it if they still died?
Well, the others learnt from that. It's herd immunity. So if one dies from being destroyed by Shenanigans, the others are not immune from it, but they'll learn not to do that. Maybe.
But will they? Does that really work? It doesn't
No,
seem like it really
It doesn't work. But, I mean, at least it'll be... I'm saying I won't do what that one did and remember it for a little while.
You humans are very funny. Your jokes are just beyond me. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, peek outside. Is Desmond coming back? Or Borsch coming back?
He's only been gone for a few minutes. Borsch has only been gone for a few minutes, but that snow is really starting to come down now in these like big wet clumps, and it's really collecting on the ground. The temperature's dropping. It's getting really freaking cold out here.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do I have to get my winter blanket out of my pack?
Winter blanket out of the pack, more fuel on the fire. There are many ways to stay warm.
All right.
There's no more cider, but you could like warm up a cup of milk, or I don't know how they make pumpkin spice lattes, but you could put a pumpkin in some coffee.
Well, they've had pumpkin spice lattes in the past, so I've got no idea.
Yeah, I don't know how they're made. I guess you got to like extract pumpkin from a pumpkin. I don't know how you get pumpkin extract.
I'm gonna go sit back here in the kitchen. Back by
wizards
the fire.
Wizards can destroy material to create material, so they get a pumpkin and make it into its essence and get pumpkin essence and put that in. Mind you, that makes them real expensive, but I don't know how much essence you get out of a whole pumpkin, though.
And a ruler.
I'm not sure what a volume of essence would be.
Exactly.
The snow keeps coming down, and it is beginning to pile up along the boardwalk out front and in the backyard. And you can hear these like little cooing sounds coming from the kobolds and the castle out back as they pile on top of each other and keep moving around trying to stay warm.
All right. Before it gets too bad, I go into the stables and grab a shovel and come back into Shenanigans. Yeah, and I try to keep the doorway clear with the shovel.
Yeah, you start shoveling the doorway as the snow begins to pile up. About half an hour after Desmond has left, there's no sign of him. There's no sign of Borsch, and the snow's already 3 inches deep in half an hour.
Oh man, do we have a lot of firewood in here? How are we looking?
How is it looking?
You've got firewood for, you've got like 12 logs, which are about yay big around and yay deep. And you could probably burn 2 of those an hour to keep you guys nice and toasty. So, you could probably do 1 an hour if you really wanted to like save on fuel. So you've got easily 12 hours of firewood. If you wanted to split it into a smaller fire, you could make that. Plus there's furniture lying around. There's the cellar down below that might have some storage. There's some wood out back.
Okay. All right. Well, we can either run out into the storm and try to figure out what's going on, or we can stay here and see what happens.
Well, I'm not leaving Shenanigans unattended. I'll get in trouble.
Well, maybe we just let the kobolds in here. You said they would know not to destroy it.
Yeah, but they
You can just talk to them about it. You're good at work.
There's a difference between destroying Shenanigans and making a mess in Shenanigans.
Well, it's just
they're not house trained. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it would be attended.
Yeah, I'm not leaving Shenanigans in the care of the kobolds. You can go out.
Fine.
I'm waiting here with the shovel.
Peek back
You got
outside.
your magical detecting senses. You can find out what it is. If there's something up, come and grab me.
I guess. Can I actually just cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. Sure enough, this is an unnatural snow. Magic falls all around you.
Well, I don't think this is going to stop until we figure out what's causing this. So, you're just going to be stuck in here forever until...
I guess so.
I guess you just freeze. So, unattended or stuck in here forever. Your choice.
You see it.
All right.
Well,
I look
Mellow?
out to the frozen wilderness.
You don't have sled technology either, so you got to do it on foot.
Right. Just gonna have to walk around. How terrible this is gonna be. What a horrible existence to have to walk places.
Have we invented skis yet? Has that technology arrived from the south?
no.
Oh.
Nope. Good old-fashioned walking through the snow.
Do you know about
Alright.
snowshoes at least?
Nope.
Well, I thought they knew about snowshoes.
You guys have no connection or concept to these things. Those inventions might exist somewhere, but you guys are not snowbound creatures.
Well, he's an
have
elf.
no
He
idea.
walks on top of snow anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is the wind blowing from one direction or the other?
It is quite gentle and still. Not a current of air blows. Big wet snowflakes just tumble straight down.
Okay. What's the tallest building around?
The tallest building is going to be the Wizard Tower way out to the west end of town. Aside from that, let's see, Shenanigans is 2 stories.
Temple, bell tower?
Temple has some towers. There's another word for the towers on them, spires. The
Yeah.
temple has some spires that are pretty good.
We're just gonna go up to one of the temples and just try to walk up to the top of one of the spires and look around.
Yeah, you arrive at the temple. The priests have more or less like shut all the doors and just left the front door open a little bit of a crack so that people know that they can come in if they want. There's some braziers have been pulled out and filled with coals to heat the temple, and you get welcomed by the priests. You can very easily then just head up to one of the bell towers without any worry and gaze out over the town, and you will see that it is indeed snowing everywhere. The whole town is covered in snow, but give me a perception check anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's snowing everywhere.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
So as we look around up here and we see it snowing everywhere, as far as I can see, it's snowing in all directions.
All
There's
directions.
There's no edge to it anywhere.
Nope. Snow as far as the eye can see. Which, you know,
Huh.
it's coming down thick and heavy, so you can't actually see particularly far right now. Your vision's going to be limited by the, like, downpour of snow.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go walk down from the bottom of the bell tower, think about this as we're walking down, and then head out to like the west side of town, as far west as we can go, to the Wizard's Tower. Walk all the way over there.
I'm just shoveling.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
you can head over to the Wizard's Tower. There's the big gardens all the way around it, and you'll get to the front of the tower, and the janitor is there sweeping out some of the remains from the dust from inside, kind of blowing it into the 3.5 inches of snow that have piled up outside, and give you a wave as you approach the front of the tower.
Give him a wave back and give him a nod.
Howdy, fella.
Yeah, how's it going? Is this y'all's doing? Pointing to the snow.
He shakes his head. Nope, but the kids are gonna get a snow day out of it.
That's why I was wondering if it was y'all. Seemed a little early for a snow day.
Yep. I agree. But the people upstairs say it's not our business and we should just enjoy the day off. I think they're tired of the kids. You wouldn't
Feels like
believe what
they've
it's
been-
like to run a school full of burgeoning wizards. Everyone thinks they're the next Malachi, you know? And none of them are. And,
I see.
yeah.
I can only imagine.
Kids.
But that seems like something that they can keep to themselves. But really, this is magical snow, though. They really think it's none of their business.
He like checks behind him to make sure that none of the administrators are around, and he leans in and he goes, "Look, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were starting this shit just so that they'd get a day free. However, if they were starting it, they probably wouldn't have locked themselves in their chambers upstairs. So I don't know. I don't think it's their doing, but I'm just the janitor, you know, no spellcasting abilities whatsoever, just sweeping."
Just sweeping, huh?
You know, and building some things.
Okay. Well, interesting. looking around, and as far as I can see around here too, it's still snowing all directions.
Yep, still coming down. You looking for the cause of this?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just kind of weird. It's not even Halloween yet. It's just too early.
Yeah, way too early.
Way too early.
You know, maybe I should put you in touch with some of the. He like just nods up the tower. Those folks.
Yeah, that would be great. That's a great idea.
All right, well, come on in, he says, and he sweeps the floor before you as you step on in, and he'll take you up the winding staircase to about the 6th floor, and then leave you outside of a room and give a hefty knock on the door. A few moments later, the door cracks open, and a weary-eyed teacher with bloodshot eyes pokes her head out the door and looks at the janitor. Says, "What? What do you want?" And he mutters to her about you, and then eventually she squeezes herself out, shutting the door behind her carefully to prevent anyone from seeing what's going on inside, and walks over to you smelling like strange spices and weird magical ingredients and stuff. But I guess you're an elven wizard. You're kind of familiar with these odd scents. And she looks at you and goes, "So, you're not a big fan of the snow either?"
No, not a big fan of the snow. You know, I was just sitting in the tavern having a nice day, and then it's just snowing outside. People are disappearing. It's getting really lonesome in there. There's no one really to watch, to talk to. It's real boring. The snow isn't good for it, you know?
Yeah. Well, okay. Just between you and me, because you're an elf, and I know your people are trustworthy and everything. Not that I'm racist. I have lots of elven friends. There's what do you call them? Big scales, dragon. There's a white dragon that has been spotted in Deepwood Swamp. It's like 20, 30 miles to the south of us. Might be responsible, but that's a big snowstorm for a white dragon.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like a hardy adventurer's task. I don't know. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty far too.
I heard a rumor the other day that a bunny killed a minotaur. It was just wild. I don't know what the dragons could possibly be like.
Well, in this strange world that we live in, if a bunny can kill a minotaur, maybe an elf can kill a dragon.
That seems rather far-fetched, but I suppose. I don't know, though. It just seems like it would be awful hot. Or maybe cold in this case. Either way.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Do you need a place to stay? Are you homeless?
I wouldn't say homeless. I was staying down there at the end, but I'd rather stay over here. It seems like y'all got it way better off. The other guy was just shoveling snow out of Shenanigans all by himself. It seemed like a real sad place.
Shovel.
She shrugs. Well, we have a guest room downstairs in the basement, if that's what you need.
Okay. Well, I might need it later. I'll go see if the guy's still shoveling or if he's given up on his task or not yet. He was teaching kobolds to talk, though, so there's no telling with this guy.
She looks, like, confused and afraid. Maybe, like, a little scared.
I shrug and just shake my head. I don't know either.
Desmond's not doing anything about this, is he?
No, he went and got a sword or something, and then that was the last we saw him. Or he said he was going to go get a sword. Yeah. A big sword or something. I'm not sure. Seemed rather odd. And then Borscht went to go get more supplies and never came back, so it was just me and the shoveler, and then, from there, what happened.
Her face gets, like, flat and concerned.
Ooh.
The last time we had a unnatural weather event, Desmond, his wife, and Borscht, and their daughter, they all hopped into the elemental plane of fire with their magic, rings that allow them to live there, and just waited out the weather event in a warmer place.
I see. That would be That would be a move.
I don't know why he's gonna lie about it, though, she mutters to him. You know? You could just say he's gonna leave whenever things get bad. That's what he does all the time. It's the point of having a 35th level fighter in town if he's just gonna leave when everything crumbles to herself. Anyway, enough of strange wizard conspiracies about dragons and, you know, lazy fighters.
Right.
Let us know if you need anything.
Will do. Yeah, if you hear someone down in the basement, it's probably just me.
All right.
I'll wave and we'll go back to Shenanigans.
She will slip back in the door, only opening it a cracks that just she can get in. And the janitor will walk downstairs and lead you out and goes, yeah, there are a bunch of weird shifty people over here. I'm surprised this place hasn't burned down 10 times this month already.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem. I'm just surprised it's all still in one piece. I figured parts would go missing or change shapes all the time.
Thank God. Do you know how hard it would be to clean the floors if I couldn't even find the floors? Thankfully, it stays in one shape and in one place. And, I guess it doesn't burn down because it's made of stone. But let me tell you, whoever's idea it was to teach children the burning hands spell, they have not thought this through. Do you have any idea the number of casualties we have at this school? Every year, like 3 or 4 kids die. We gotta write letters back to their parents.
I mean, sometimes to be a wizard, you gotta learn how to control it. I guess as long as it's only the ones who are bad at their craft.
Well, they're usually the one that gets people killed, you know? Innocent bystanders. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Seems like a place not to be, especially during the cold. I'm sure they're practicing that spell right now.
Okay.
Right.
And off you go.
Meanwhile,
yeah, meanwhile, Mr. Shoveler, you got anything going on?
yeah, anything happened for me while I'm just at Shenanigans alone the whole time?
You're just at Shenanigans alone the whole time, and there ain't no kobolds coming by, no Borsches coming by, no Desmonds coming by.
No. Snow is getting heavier, or just constant?
Nope,
Heavier.
it's getting heavier and heavier.
No.
By the
Keeping
time
doorway
Will comes
clear.
back, it's a good like 6 inches deep everywhere. You've cleared the front and back?
No, I'm just clearing the front door. Just
Alright,
making
you've
sure
cleared-
the doorway.
Yeah. You cleared the front door. You can get in and out still fairly easily.
Yeah. Oh, well, someone's come back. I was wondering if anyone would come back from the storm.
Well, it's Will.
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you this, man. I figured out what's going on.
What?
Well, there's a dragon that's killing anyone with knowledge. Just anyone who knows anything, it's just slaughtering. It's only after just only letting mindless creatures run around.
Oh, okay, I'll stay inside then, because I'm safe inside Shenanigans from a dragon. Alright.
You don't want to go stop it from killing all the sentient creatures?
Wait, you want me to go outside and find a dragon that wants to kill knowledgeable people?
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to talk it through. It's against your god. I mean, how could you let this slight go unpunished? It's ridiculous.
Good. It's a dragon.
Well, I mean, if anyone can talk to it, you're a paladin. I mean, it's got to be.
Paladins are the stare, and there's still scoria around. Do the paladins of the stare just throw themselves at scoria?
Well, this isn't Scoria. It's a different one. Maybe you can talk to it. Maybe within reason.
I mean, snow, so I'm guessing a what dragon?
Yeah, exactly. You've got it.
Yeah, they're not known to be smart or reasonable.
Well, see, they're totally against you in exactly everything you stand for. It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I go up there, hey, dragon, chomp, I'm dead.
Well, I mean, talk to your god about it. He can help you out, right?
Alright.
I'm sure he'll have great plans for you.
I'll kneel down and pray about this dragon I'm told about. I'm good.
Yeah, give me a wisdom willpower check.
Alright. 32.
Yeah. What do you pray?
I pray, Matasafa, I wish for knowledge of this dragon who is freezing these lands around us, and your will in this matter.
You get back the voice of a drunk deity being like, yo, what's up, Lordbringer? This is not the dragon that's doing it. No, the dragon's just taking advantage of it. There's another source. Oh.
What is the source, or was that out of purview?
It's quiet for a little while, followed by like a loud belching sound in your mind, and a no, it's a rogue wizard. He's just outside of town, north of your little way.
Thank you.
Wait, you're gonna need Jexel for this one.
Well, I'm allowed to contact Jexel.
Seems like communications have gone down.
It's not the dragon, it's some rogue wizard north of town.
Oh, see, perfect. Did all the investigation from here? Yeah, I know that that's the direction he is. It's not a dragon. This has got to be.
The dragon's taking advantage of the situation, however. But yeah, so they're probably going to be around.
Well, it seems like if dragon is south, wizard is north, we just go north.
Yeah, but dragon can fly from south to north. They
have to have a reason
wings.
We can't just stay in here forever. What are you going to do?
No, I'm going to deal with
this.
the situation. I'm agreeing with you on that matter. I'm just saying, I'm going to hide from the dragon.
Fine.
So I'm going to get a white cloak. And
Okay.
hide from. Yeah, so I can be somewhat camouflaged. I mean, I ain't no rogue, but I mean, from an aerial view down, I'm not going to be visible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much is that? Just
A white cloak?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be pure white.
I don't know.
Dirty white's fine.
Yeah, you can get like an off-white cloak for, it's probably going to be like 50 copper.
Yeah, I'll throw the 50 copper, that's fine. Yeah, all good. All right, I'll put that as an on.
Okay.
Weight negligible for one.
Yeah, 1, 2. I mean, it'll just replace your
It's gonna be
existing
more-
cloak. So as long as you've got your 5 pounds of clothes on, we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about cloaks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Because I might have to dress a little warm at the moment too, so 5 pounds might not be enough. So actually, is the cloak? Can I get a cloak in that color thicker than normal?
Yes. Triple its cost, and you can get a nice wool cloak.
Okay, 150 and weight 4, 5.
Yeah, 4. We'll call it.
All right. Yeah, all good. All counted for.
All right, Will. What are you? You ready to head north as well? Do you need any supplies?
That's what I'm looking through. I think I'm good. I think I've got everything I need.
Yeah. I was just walking atop the snow. I'm just trudging through it.
All right. And I guess off we go to the north
Well,
in
you said-
search of wizards.
Yeah.
I got the hint. I need Jexel's blessing, so that's either gambling or a drink. So I'll bring along a bottle of wine as well.
Where do you get the bottle of wine?
I'm from Shenanigans. I pay for it. I put the
How
money
much do you
in
pay for the bottle?
the,
It doesn't
market
have
price.
prices listed anywhere. And
But
it's been a
the
while since
economic
anyone's actually
strength-
paid for anything in Shenanigans. How
I
much do
always
these things
pay.
cost?
I give 10% every week, and I pay for every drink.
Okay.
Look, I'll just get it off the economic sheet.
No, that's fine. You
wine.
can pay for your bottle of wine, leave some silver on the counter, and just what do you just shut the doors and walk on out?
Yeah. I shut the door. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you guys head out into the snow and begin heading north. And I believe that that's where we will take our first break, and we'll come back on the other side with some more shenanigans.